So what's going on, True Combat King family? It's another week, it's another day, and right now it's the 11th of November. I'm accompanied with Empty Bick. How you doing today, Empty Bick? Excellent, excellent. And like usual, I'd like to give a shout out to the paid members who are here. Shout out to Big Bird. How you doing, Big Bird?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Excellent. And shout out to Crummy. How you doing, Crummy? All right. And now with that being said, we also have a couple of new members. Um, Before we go over our new members, I want to give a shout out to Rue for being here representing the Knights and Cubs. How you doing there, Rue? Pretty well, pretty well. And last but not least, we have a new member. His name is going to be Chris, the Truth. Chris, how are you doing today? How are you doing, Chris? Talk to us. Excellent, excellent. Well, with that being said, you guys, we're going to go ahead and get started with today's usual meeting topics. So without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and start off on our Knights and Cubs. So we've been insisting for our last few weeks now that we see more productivity coming from Knights and Cubs. And I want to give a shout out to Rue. Rue has participated in 2 recruits over the last couple of days. So Rue, good job. We're very proud of you. Thank you for doing something. Now we hope to see more out of you guys as a whole, but if we all we can get is you right now, then that's fine for us. We'll take it. All right. Is there anything on Knights and Cubs that you guys would like to talk about today? Knights and Cubs going once? Yes, sir. Excellent. Knights and Cubs going twice? Knights and Cubs, Knights and Cubs. With nothing else on Knights and Cubs, we're going to move on up to our green show table. To all of the commanders of TCK who has taken a few moments to chip in on the green show experience, we want to just say thank you. Green Shield is looking great right now. It's pretty much all because of us that we can say we have seen such a tremendous change in our appearance lately. So, for the members of TCK who've assisted with this, thank you. I don't really have too much to really add on Green Shield this week. We're gonna keep doing what we've been doing, and I guess that's a good thing, you know. I mean, the fact that I don't have a lot to say or anything to really add, what more can you ask for, you know? We're finally starting to get back to some sense of normality around here, which is really awesome. Don't you think, Beck?
It is awesome.
Awesome. All right, so with that being said, green show table. Does anyone here have anything they want to talk about? Green show going once. Green show going twice. Green show, yes, sir. Yes. Now, that's not being failed. As it stands of right now, we're currently allowing the house to handle that. So WeChat and our Discord is something that we're kind of keeping as a privilege, if you will. It's not really a right nowadays. You know, we don't really have all the setups for Green Show like we used to. So how we're doing it now is once that individual passes their tryout, then their commander has a chance to actually get them into the house chats and communicate with the higher authorities and get their emblems made, etc., etc., etc. So you're right. It's not something that we're focusing on no more as Green Show commanders, but more or less that's something that the whole house will decide when it's best for them to achieve that right. What do you think, Big? Sounds about right.
Sounds exactly right.
Excellent. Okay, so do we have any other questions on Green Shields, comments or concerns? Green Shield going once, Green Shield going twice. Green Shield, Green Shield, Green Shield. With nothing else on Green Shield, we're going to go ahead and move on up to our member table. All of TCK, you guys should be very, 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 very. I can say this a bunch more times. In fact, I will. Very, 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 very. Don't give me that look. Don't give me that look. I got to fill in time with something. Very, 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 very proud of yourselves. You should. That's a lot of varies. That's how proud I am of you. That's how proud you should be of yourselves. Over the last few days, I have seen a tremendous increase of TCK's appearance. I'm not just saying the lower houses, I'm not just saying new members playing with commanders or anything like that, but I can honestly say I've seen more watchers on, more stealth members on, more guardians on, and a lot more infantry. Not just one house, I've seen a lot more of TCK on. Last night, for those of you guys who was here, you had a chance to be a part of custom game night, which was a blast. I do gotta say myself, I enjoyed the hell out of it. But more so than that, it was somewhere in the middle of that custom game night that I realized we had 3 members from Watcher House, 3 members from Guardian, and for once in a very long time, the left wing was outnumbered. It kind of made gameplay suck. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm trying to get the flag, and all these guys over here having a fucking tea party at the base and shit. So it made my job kind of difficult, but it was really freaking awesome to see TCK getting back to its roots again and reestablishing how we play, how we operate. So as members, don't forget to check the website. There's an event page. It'll tell you exactly when your house meetings are, when your training classes are. In addition to that, every Friday night there's a custom game night. Starts at about roughly 6 o'clock Mountain Time, 4 o'clock Eastern Time. So we'll love to see more people show up. We really will. Yeah, yeah. Um, I don't think I got that right at all, but whatever. We're gonna keep moving. So with that being said, is there anything on the member table that you guys like to talk about?
Yeah, I just want to remind all the members, don't forget about all the different social media things that we have going on. Of course, the website's always popping with games and stuff and memberships if you want to donate and stuff like that. So check that out, as well as our Facebook and our YouTube's always popping off with funny things or interesting videos. So definitely check out our different social media outlets and be sure to promote them as well because, like sharing them, liking them, all that jazz. And also, it's really interesting when you tell people that we have all these different outlets because most other gaming communities or clans don't actually have these things. So the fact that we do kind of sets us apart, sets us higher on the podium. So yeah.
Thank you so much for adding that, Vic. That was just brought a tear to old Ray Ray's heart. Thank you, man. Thank you. Well, with that being said, you guys, everything he said was highly validated. I mean, seriously, we really appreciate you guys utilizing your own resources. They're there. Good example, last week news show is already up on the website, so definitely feel free to check it out. Watch it. How we're doing the news nowadays is every week we're putting last week's episode up. So this week's episode will not air till next week, more than likely. It may air later. I don't know. We'll figure it out later. But yeah, let's keep it moving though. Is there anything else on the member table? Anyone? Anyone?
Nope.
All right. Well, with that being said, member table going once, going twice, member table, member table, member table. Nothing else on the member table. Let's move on up to the commander table. Commanders, I kind of feel like I'm on autopilot today because I keep washing and repeating the things I'm saying. But as far as you guys are concerned, the ones that still have crowns, be proud. You guys are definitely demonstrating what it means to fulfill your obligations to the family, and we're very grateful to have you here. You'll notice that we've been kind of getting rid of a few of your colleagues, and that's because agents, well, let's face it, if the Silver Crown is holding the classes and the meetings, then you're not really worth very much to us. Well, at least not as a commander. As a member, we welcome you here and we want you to be here, have as much fun as you can, but don't waste my time, don't waste the presidential staff time calling yourself a commander, knowing that you barely keep your room clean at home. It doesn't really work out around here. So, with that being said, there is one update that I do have for the commanders. Everything in TCK is to be done directly on our party from now on. You'll notice that our social club is becoming the thing to be in. Now, it's kind of funny how it works. It'll tell you exactly who is actively engaged with the social club at that in particular moment in time. Now, it's one thing to be in a party that you just happen to start off your friends list. That's not going to give no one credit for being a part of the social club at all. It's another thing for you to take 1 second out of your time and instead of clicking on Start Party off your friends list, you go to the social club, then click Start Party, select the game you're starting a party for, and before you know it, members of TCK are going to know all I have to do is go to the social club. If Big Bird is doing something, I will see it right there in the social club. A good example of that is all this week, everyone's had a chance to see the Saturday meeting post. I didn't have to tell no one. Everyone knew what day it was because you checked the social club. So just imagine if we amplify that, and every time that we're starting a lobby to play, I don't know, 4v4, if we are playing a game and you just want to play firefight, that's cool, but maybe you can start a social club announcement and more people can decide if they want to play firefight with you. And they don't have to be on your friends list. They don't have to wait for a personal invitation from you. If they're a member of TCK Social Club, they will be able to join your firefight lobby. Your party chat, that's another good example. So, all commanders, please make it a part of your day to day routine to no longer just start a party. That's kind of outdated information, it's outdated technology, and it's not appreciated as much as it was 2 years ago, last year, even last month. Now there's a new expectation out of all of us. It's to make our social club useful. Show the members that they don't have to only log onto the website to figure out what's going on, but just by you turning on your Xbox, we're already actively engaging you. Now understand, it's not Ray's job to make an announcement for the infantry class or the infantry meeting. That's the infantry silver crown job, or bronze crown job if they have one. It's not my job to do the same thing for Guardian. That's the Guardian Commander's job. All you have to do is figure out how to create a post. Post the event. We're requesting you guys to get in the habit of it. Directly after the meeting today. You're not doing shit. We never do shit. Take 5 minutes and post the fact that your class is going to be on the same usual day at the same usual time, and everyone in TCK will have an entire week to check the announcements and see, oh, well, look at that, infantry class. I might be interested in that, and I can hit an A button and mark myself as someone who's going to show up. Rather than 2 hours before the event, you go on WeChat, post some paperwork, and hope to God somebody sees it, and hope even further that somebody actually shows up to class. This is really going to help us out a lot more. So, do you commanders have any questions about what I'm talking about right now? Any comments or concerns about what's expected out of all of us when it comes down to starting parties, hosting groups, making sure that TCK is continuously on the same page whenever we're doing anything on these Xboxes from now on? Are we all on the same page with that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, my daughter's she's all for it. That's Cicey Bear. She's like, yeah. So my daughter believes in you guys. So if you guys need help for this next upcoming week, please get in touch with an admin or myself. In fact, let me just make this simple. please get in touch with either Crummy or Rere187 until you feel confident in your ability to navigate yourself through this for yourself. But all commanders have until next Saturday to demonstrate their ability to use this new system. Okay? So you got Big, you got Ray, but you need to figure this shit out this week. Alright. So is there anything else on the commander table, you guys? Anything at all? Commander table going once. Commander table going twice. For the third and final time, commander table, commander table, commander table. Alrighty then, well with nothing else on the commander table, we'll be moving on up to our general table. By the way, you guys, we're making excellent time today. I'm very impressed. You guys, once again, custom game nights are every Friday. We are bringing back the pick three. I know it's been taking me a little while, but for those of you guys who've been following my life story on WeChat, you understand I've been, yeah, definitely behind on schedule. So I've been working overtime for the last week or so, and I just haven't really had a lot of time to put into the extracurricular side of TCK. I do apologize for this, and I'm not making any excuses to you. But I just do hope you guys understand why it's taking me so long to get around to certain events that we should be having right about now. A good example of that is I just at least wanted to remind you guys that we are still going to be doing a fundraiser for the Isom family. The date may be pushed back a little bit, but just remember, it's only going to be a 48-hour event. It's not going to be long. And to participate, you decide how much money you want to donate. And whatever you donate, TCK is going to match it dollar per dollar, all the way up to 300 bucks. So whatever you got to give to this family, it's appreciated. If you got $5, TCK is going to make it 10. If you got 20, TCK is going to make it 40. If you got 100, well, thank you. You just made half our goal. So we're going to match that 100. But whatever we can bring in, you guys, we're going to be giving it to this family before Christmas time. Okay? I mean, we may not get this kid his toy, but at least mom and dad's going to know that their charity has went to something, and that something is thinking about them on this holiday season. So just keep that in the back of your minds, all members. Um, there is no set amount of what's expected of you to give, but whatever you can, understand that these individuals are responsible for our Papa John sponsorship, and I would like for them to know how much we appreciate them and how much we really care about their family, and how we don't want to just sit back and, I don't know, just not do the best we can for someone else. So with that being said, in the words of Empty Bit, please check our social media pages. A lot has been happening lately. Outside of that, custom game night still up in effect, family meetings, training classes, all the stuff still going on, still good. Is there any other questions, comments, and concerns about the general table? Anyone? Alrighty then. Well, with no further questions, comments, or concerns, we're going to get ready to close out the general table. You guys, I want to thank everyone for being here today, even those at home. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your participation. At this point in time, we're going to go ahead and proceed into our ceremonial closing. So, thank you once again, everyone. For the first time today, are there any questions, comments, or concerns we can answer for you? For the second time today, are there any...
I
Yes,
have a
sir?
I have a pending approval for the TCK on the website.
Okay, what do you mean? Your, in particular, paperwork about becoming a member?
Yes.
Yes, understand that that paperwork does stay pending for a lengthy amount of time. A good example of that is if you take a look at your crown color right now, it's still green. Green Shield members are not fully recognized as members of TCK. They're on the road to membership, but they're not fully seen as full-blood members yet. That's not saying that it's improbable or it's impossible for your application to be processed during the Green Shield experience, but just understand that it's not very usual that we take the time to actually hit that fully accept button until you are fully accepted into the family. So we know that you're there.
Okay.
Don't worry. We're process. Thank you for putting a bullet in his ass. I don't know what the fuck he's smoking on, but thank you for doing that. Is there any other questions? Chris, now's your time, buddy. I mean, if you have anything you want to say, I'm listening. Any questions?
No, that's basically it. Once I get past my 60 days, I'll give you some more information. I'll keep
Once you
joining up to the meetings, finding out what's going on, stuff like that.
cool, man. And just remember, that 60 days does not have to really be 60 days, man. I mean, if I was you, how I would personally wing it myself is I would take advantage of the training schedules. There is 2 classes a week, man. 2. You can go to 2 classes and bang out 20 motherfucking days in a week. A week. Which means in 3 weeks you can be out of this whole I'm waiting to become a member shit. Not only that, but we'll just say that if your commanders actually see you're trying, there's nothing stopping them from holding another class for you on the side right quick. All it takes is 15 minutes of their time. By them holding a class for you and actually documenting it, that's another 10 days off your sentence. So a smart man and a dedicated man can be out of that 60-day period within about a week if they really put their minds to it, their heart into it, and their commanders are backing them up on it. So just remember I said that, man. It doesn't really have to take that long. It just, if you don't come to class, then you damn right you're going to be there for 60 days.
Okay.
All right.
That's
Is
all
there
my
anything
questions and
else?
concerns for right now.
I don't trust this son of a bitch standing behind me. Well, you guys, that's been
Enjoy.
about our time. We're going to get ready to do the ceremonial closing. Are there any questions, comments, or concerns we can answer for you? For the second time today, are there any questions, comments, or concerns we can answer for you? For the third and final time today, speak now or hold your peace until the next approved TCK meeting. Are there any further questions, comments, or concerns we can answer for you? Well, with no further questions, comments, nor concerns, we will officially consider this meeting adjourned. We would like to thank you for your time. Thank you for tuning in.
Really crummy.
Don't do anything crazy, guys. We're still on camera here. Please don't do anything. Just don't.